Hey everybody, as I usually say, it's HeapCVA once more in episode 3 already of Turmoil. Having a good time with this game so far. We're early in it. Have learned a little bit, got a lot more to learn as we continue our campaign. If I could speak correctly, we meet Rainer again. Hopefully he's doing better than he was last time we saw him. It's time to look around and see what we got. Money wise, not quite there yet. Looks like we'll be going out and doing some stuff before we buy any more goodies. But it's good to know what the price point is for things. It's in the 12 to 15,000 range. So let's go back out and find us some more oil. My numbers are doing pretty good. So far, so good. Nobody's really followed me or fought me. And we all just kind of fell into those plots. Perfect. So we'll move on down the road. I'm not spending any money, so Jill, get us going. And here we are. All right. Prices look good. Get the dowser on the ground. Put a horse down just to sit on him. And hopefully he'll be relatively quick instead of being almost being February before you find oil. Boom. January 10th, we'll get some stuff on the ground and get things built ASAP. Keep your fingers crossed. There it is right there. Perfect. We got a horse in the ground already and we are moving, and it's a buck plus $1.19, right? The $1.20. Yeah, right, incorporated. Let's find some more oil in the ground, pretty please. I'll be nice to you now that you're walking a little faster. Keep your fingers crossed. Boom. There he is again. That is nice. We're not out of January yet. I love it. The faster we can find oil, the faster we put the money in our pocket when it sells. They're still at $1.24. I'm starting to come back down though. And another shallow pool. Sweet. Let's put some ponies on the ground. That's 2 per. That's good with me. Come on, hurry up, sell. Just that one barrel full. Okay. Got enough to put a dowser on the ground. And price is still over $1. We got time. I like when we have time. Hopefully he finds something. He's got good depth on that magic dowser stick. There he goes already. Wow. Good round. Just hopefully that there's some cash in that to be had to make it worth our while. And sorry for the traffic outside. I can't make them stop when I'm doing a video. They'd look at me or try to run me over, so that just wouldn't happen. We'll quiet that down hopefully in my version of Audacity when I get everything done as far as editing the video. But we got three wells down in February. We got horses moving. We got 5 points over $1. I got a dowser looking for more stuff to do. Pretty good start. Very happy with this start. We're still early in the game. Long way to go. A lot of things to learn. A lot of things to buy. I'm not so much hot on the deals that are offered. Those haven't really done much for me, but the stuff that's built and the horses. Already got another spot ready for oil, and that one was super short. And it is, well, it looks big, but that could be deceiving. But we're at still over $1.10. I got horses going. It's time to put a few more ponies on the ground. That's if we were trying to do 2. And I'm going to sneak one in right here. Now, This is kind of dicey. If that is smaller than I think it is, I'm going to lose a couple $100 out of it. If it's bigger or it's large as I think, and I could do it in a couple more places, but you'd never be able to see anything else. I got to at least keep room for one of the storage units if I need them. Having 2 wells in each hole allows you to pump oil out faster. It's almost as good as having bigger diameter pipe, at least early in the round. As I slowly switch over to Wright Incorporated, who is now at $1.13 and going up. Sweetness. So we're doing pretty good. It's April, and I put a dowser on the ground, and look at that already. He's very close. I cannot wait to buy the contraption that allows me to split the pipes in the ground, and so that you can bring another pipe down. It does make things go faster. So put another well in. Keep your fingers crossed we don't go too far downward later, so he's looking further down. The earth, like I said, the dirt, whatever you want to call it, moves a little bit, and we're not too far down. We're only halfway down and found oil again. With any luck, it's not the same one. I've got the other one in. That has happened once or twice. It doesn't look like it, but every once in a while. We're at $1.25, now starting to go down. But if I could make these horses pull a little bit faster, we'd be putting some serious money in our pocket. We are over 10,000. I'm perfectly happy with that. We got our money back. It only cost us $1,000 for this piece of land. We didn't use all of the $2,000 that we had in the beginning to get oil flowing, so we're doing pretty good. That one was a little shallow, so let's move that down, keep that well in play. It'll also empty that other part out, which doesn't look very big now that I've hit the other side of it. It's the other one that I put closer to Left Incorporated that's much bigger in size. Hopefully we get to do some really kind of on the edge things when I pay to have pipes oversized and things like that, because you get the same diameter each time, but you take the chance in the later rounds of making those bigger if you think you can empty all the oil out. And there is a benefit to doing that if you can get it done. I don't believe there's much of a penalty if you stop early. You just don't get much. See, that wasn't as big as I thought it was, but oh my goodness, there was one next to that other one that's the size of both of those put together. 17,000 for profit out of that. They took 5,000 in spendings, and we are 10,000 plus over our competition. That is delightful. So there's Daphne's is built. Let's look. There's some simple offers from the visitors. I don't, especially for the people that own those warehouses. I mean, they'll hold the pricing, but okay, I can wait. I care more about the branch fitting for the pipes. That's next on my list of things to do. I went ahead and purchased it, so now we're going to go out and find us some more land. I'm just following the hills. That seems to be the right place to go this time. So keep your fingers crossed. All right. It cost me a little more, but that's okay. Blanche is a little short on cash, but that's okay. The sweet thing about this particular round is we go to December 31st. Now things start getting serious. and we can start really building because we have some time. So hopefully the dowser finds stuff right away. There's a horse waiting for his every move. He finds oil quickly. Thank you very much. And there's Fred again to let us know that we can connect pipes. And I have no problem doing that. Now it says 3, but remember that's 1 into 2, and each one of those connections is 1. So, well, obviously prices are dropping on me. So I'll do the silo thing this time. We have the opportunity to put a lot of oil wells or oil rigs on the ground. Keep your fingers crossed. We can split oil pipes now, so we have flexibility. He's found another vein already. I call them veins. It's probably not the right word. Vein is more for ore, but it works in this case, I guess, just as well. We're right in there already, within 200. And finally, the mare will allow us to speed up the game. And by that, if you haven't tried it already, it's just to make the horses run faster for as long as you hold down that button. Usually I've got too much going on, I totally forget about it. So left incorporated is over $1. I got 2 working. Got another dowser on the ground. He's walking in front of that storage facility that I cannot put an oil rig in front of. But see, now we're right there. So here we're going to do something. And instead of putting another oil rig down, we spent 140, so there's 250. 350, and we're in. So we probably saved a little bit of money wiring off or branching off that particular oil rig instead of putting another one on the ground. As long as there's space in between the black lines as it's coming up through the pipe, that says there's unused potential in that pipe, or whatever that word is. I'm going to use that one right now because I can't think of the other one. Aha. But as long as that has got air or space in it, it can do both without no big deal. They don't look very big. I hope the dowser finds something a lot bigger than that, because these are not going to carry us to the end with what we got going on. I barely caught the edge of that one too. See, and here we are. So I'll angle across. My guess is going to be at least that deep. That's going to be a little more expensive. So much for saving money on the other one, right? But it's not too far down. Delightful. I wish you got a little better view of that. But I know from watching real oil drilling, the sample you get is as big around as the pipe and no more. So I guess we're seeing what we would see in real life. I would like to see more just because it'd be nice to see how big that piece is. And the only way to find that is to either bust a rock and put more pipe in the ground. So we're already emptying that one. I had a feeling that was a small vein. And it's funny that he's not finding anything over there. Alright, well, we got back over 60. For a second there, I thought I was going to have to store some oil. It's funny there's nothing on the left that he's found. Now watch him find some more on the right. It's not like that hasn't happened once or twice, but it is nice when they're spread out on the map because you've got more room to put other things on the ground. I've had them right underneath the warehouses. Right on the edge of the maps, right at the edge of the bottoms of the maps. Obviously the map is moved up. You can tell by his ability to to I obviously am stretching a little further than I probably should. I know other people have done that too. Sometimes you're successful and find something right underneath that he doesn't find for reasons I cannot even explain. I've seen him walk right over things he should have seen. But he's found something over here by the one warehouse, so we'll go ahead. It's going to be deep because it's low. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. That'll be a good size one. We do have money for some horses. We're over $1. The planets are aligned. Please do not hit me for saying that. It just popped into my head. I'm sorry. We only have 4 rigs in the ground, one of which is not doing a thing. It's May. We're only halfway through the year. So the smart move is to keep looking for oil. And so, fingers crossed, that price point dropped pretty fast. Why did you not see something there before? Alright, he's in between, so I'm going to use the one that is dry. And we'll make it work again for us, hopefully. It's going to be pricey because my guess is that's down there a ways. You do what you can do, right? We're in June. I usually try to get, there it is already. That wasn't as far as I thought it would be. Oh, and we dried that one out. So, I know I'm probably going to have somebody look, but in the interim, I can get him helping pull oil out of that other place. Put another dowser on the ground, and as long as the wells stay in service, you're moving more oil out of the ground. And it's a balance between what I really, really want to do to hurry up and how much money I want to take home with me. We're not as high at July as I'd like to be. I forgot this is where William, the banker, starts to offer that if you think you've got all the oil out of the ground, you can pull out early. And if you're right, he'll make it worth your while. $1,000, something like that. But if you're wrong, you're not penalized. You just didn't get all the oil out of the ground, so you probably lost money at the end of the day. I don't have all the tools I need to make that call quite yet. There's definitely oil underneath us that we're not seeing. There's another level to the dowser that we've got to add when we get the money that's going to help him see further down. And honestly, I haven't played the game far enough to use the really expensive contraption that he has. This is always good when he finds something right underneath an existing well. That is perfect, and that doesn't happen very often. Now I'm deciding whether or not I want to drag that pipe over. We got plenty of time. I think I'm gonna put another rig in because I can. I wish that went moved a little faster. Oh, see, I'm looking down again. That cost me money. So the cool thing about this is now that I can tee off. See, if you get too close to that other, what I call a knuckle, it pulls your pipe right to it. And while it's actually using the other pipe, I like having them separate. I don't know, and I can't tell just by watching the game, if there's a separation to it. But we don't also get credit all the time for drafting out oil from that one pipe. But that gives us 5 of those. I'm running 8 horses because really that one is just one facility. I'm just running 2 out of it. Oh, all of a sudden I wasn't paying attention. We went over. Now we're at 11,000. Allows me to put more ponies on the ground as soon as I get this other stuff done. And yes, that is a pretty good one there. And he keeps finding stuff, so it's not all bad. And he's finding it in clusters, so at least I don't have to put another well on the ground. You just got to find it. There it is. Sweet. I don't know how big that is. I just barely caught the sight of it. I guess at the end of the day it really doesn't matter. Prices aren't great. I'm going to get my horses on the ground. It's one of those things. The oil is still in the lower half, so I don't have to just buy them for the sake of buying them. I could, if I wanted to buy the rigs, I could probably, well, I don't have the pipe diameter. I was thinking I might be able to empty this, but you know, I don't think so. So I'm going to sneak this one over here because that other one's almost empty, and then he's helping drain that other one out. It keeps more capacity in the pipe, which is always a good thing. Oops. Yeah, I know when you get too close to the building, you lose them. So we'll try one more time. We're in October. We have time. But when he just walks right past the far left of the map, it just tells me there's not anything I thought was going to be there. And you look at that and you think, there should be something right under here. And you're going to be wrong more than you're going to be right. Just to remind you that this game knows more than you do. So we're doing good cash-wise, so we're at 15,000. We're over 80 cents a unit, whatever that is. Teacups, buckets, whatever it is that we're bringing that oil to him in on the horse wagons. So he just keeps looking over here, but he is not finding anything, and it's amazing how far the land has moved up. You know, the tops of the smokestacks are even with the bottom of the top of the map, so he's gone quite a ways. I just don't pay attention to it till it's too. And see, he just walked off the map. Everything I read said that's all he's going to find, as with the equipment that he's got right now. Like I said, there's more opportunities for him when we can spend some more money, and that will make a difference in his abilities, in amongst everything else. I've got to update the horses. I got to update him. I want to start looking at updating the pipes. There's a ton of stuff that needs to get done, and not a whole bunch of money to do it with. We just passed 20,000 though. I cannot argue with that. Like I said, it's conservative. Can I make more? I don't know. Like I said, in the early rounds, when I first started playing this game, I broke myself so badly financially that I owed the bank too much money, and I never saw any of what I pulled out of the ground. I was paying the bank, and so I've just not even tried again. I mean, they're downstream. We may take one round and just really push our luck and see what happens out of it. And what I mean by that is more than just bigger diameter pipe and stuff like that. But I mean really doing some stuff, going out on our own and looking, not waiting for the dowser to find it. Especially in later rounds where you know, because of what you've seen, that there's probably something else going on there. And so we're into December. That's going to wind it up. And I'm hoping that we make 25,000. Going to shift over here to Left Incorporated. Come on, we're right there. I don't know if we're going to make it. Because some of that you don't see. At 24,008, not a bad day at the office, right? So, I'm not unhappy with that at all. Let's compare ourselves to everybody did fairly well. I'm double what everybody else is, give or take. They're at 12 and 14,000, and I'm at 24.8. So, with that, let's close episode 3. The mayor's talking to us as I exit that one screen for that, but it gives us a chance to call the day for this one. I'll go work on episode 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and we'll continue in each to dig for more oil. So thanks for coming by. Comment, like, and subscribe. Those are 3 words that are a favor of mine. I wish you the best, and I will talk to you later. See you later.